Welcome back to Legendary Mill Games. I'm your host, Joe, and today we are tackling Episode 3 of our Fallout 4 adventure. Just getting done with the Red Rocket truck stop, and we are on our way to Concord. So, let's go ahead and continue our path down the hill. Luckily, Concord is literally right beside us, so it's not too far for us to travel. The only thing we're going to be dealing with on the way there are going to be these blood bugs. So, one issue with them is they can sometimes infect status effects to you, so you definitely want to make sure not to get stabbed if you can. They are extremely fast, as you can see there, but not too hard to take down. They're usually VATS bait and not much else. So as you can see here, this is the outskirts of Concord. This is not what we're looking for just yet, but it is give us a great opportunity to finally test out Dogmeat's fetch ability. So this was the problem we ran into before. We weren't in a city or town. As you can see, this entire section is literally enemy free, except for the random blood bug. So let's go ahead. Hey, over here, buddy.
Hey.
Over here. Thank you.
How you doing, buddy?
Sometimes you have to command him to come to you before you can enter the dialogue with him. He gets tied up on other things. And that mainly means there's probably enemies around when he can't focus like this.
Over here.
So, let's go ahead, pin him down right here. There we go.
How you doing, buddy? Hey,
Jeez, buddy. Let's go ahead and have him fetch us a container, because those are going to be the ones that have the best chance of giving us good items to work with. So, as you can see here, he is going to take off in a particular direction. Now, again, enemies can sidetrack him if he is on the trail of something, and usually he'll be a little bit roundabout with it. As you can see here, he's thinking there might be something up by the rocks, but he keeps looking back toward the city. So what this means is there's more than one container nearby that he's locking onto, so there's going to be something up by the rocks up there, but there's something else grabbing his attention this way. So at this point, just follow the leader, and this is again the fun part of having Dogmeat. You can literally have him lead you into the craziest places, and a lot of times it's places you didn't even think to search yourself. Like back alleyways and even hidden rooms and buildings you didn't even know you could go into. Now at this point he is still on a mission, and he seems to be settling down about this house. But as you can see, this house we can't get into, so something's going on with it. Let's go ahead and trace it. As you can see here, can't get in from the side. Oh, there's our container. So it is a tall flask, which I believe acts as a glass resource when you go to scrap your junk. So, really fun ability to use. If you do have a lot of containers and items around you, he can bounce all over the place like a pinball machine. And unlike a pinball machine, we've got raiders creating havoc over here. So, raiders are basically the main grunts or the imps of the game that will get stronger as you level up. So they are one of the enemies that do scale with you. So again, this is why we said in that level trick that I showed you last episode, don't abuse it too much, because you can end up with extremely high level raiders right here. As you see, only a pistol to fight them with. So, just like that, as you can see, we can actually heal ourselves from this data screen at the bottom. Or you can also hotkey it, which I'm going to do here in a minute.
Settlers inside. The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us, please!
And right there are the people that we've been looking for. However, I don't think they're the ones that were shooting at Codsworth, as he was warning us about. So just like that, we've got ourselves a level up. And at this point, we could go a million different ways with it, but since we are going to be collecting things soon, strength is going up. Your strength stat does let you carry more items. As you see there, our carrying capacity is now up to 220. I believe it started at 200 or 210. As you can see here, your favorite menu, you can actually assign both weapons and items and chemicals to it, so that you have a very quick menu you can pull up at any time. Again, you just use R1 or the right shoulder button if you're on Xbox. on whatever items you want. Now, what I try to do usually is I try to mimic the pad that's on the Doom plus Doom 2 port that I play. And if you haven't played those on console, it's basically up is the SSG, to the right is the chain gun, down is the rocket launcher, and left is the plasma rifle by default. So this may be the fastest you've ever seen anyone tackle the Museum of Freedom, because again, we're not to waste time pillaging everything. I'm going to do that off camera. So the only thing we need to do right off the bat with our SSG is go ahead and take out all the raiders in our way and go down to the basement. We are going to go ahead and have our first terminal to hack. And I'm going to show you a few tricks with this. So, hacking made easy. It's not just a word guessing game. If you can find pairs that actually are in parentheses or brackets, you can actually do all sorts of neat quirks. Like right there, you see a dud was removed from the list. Again, keep looking for your ordered pairs. There's another one. Another dud was removed. Keep going. And over here somewhere, I see a lot of brackets. Nope, keep looking. There's got to be something that's enclosed. And it looks like there's two more down here that we can take advantage of. And as you see, all this does is just do different perks to help you. You can either get duds removed, as you see there, or you can also get your tries reset, like that. And again, all you want to do is just see how close the word is. So serve, there's no likenesses, so just spell it out with dredge. We've got S-E-R-V-E. Nope, none of the match, so that is our word. And just like that, we are in, no problem. Let's go ahead and take the fusion core, because that basically sidesteps us having to backtrack here. And now, let's go ahead, head up, and clear this place of some raiders. Those raiders have been imping it up over here. We're gonna take advantage of them being distracted by Preston and his group. Sorry guys, you just happened to be raiding at the wrong possible time. And luckily Preston also gives us an idea of where they are with his gunfire. So let's go this way. We've got two more to take care of. The only thing to watch out is with our vault suit, we don't really have much armor. We're definitely going to have to take care of that off screen, because we have plenty of resources to use to upgrade some of these armor pieces we're getting from the raiders. So again, just go ahead. Don't let them out of your sight for long. As you see, we don't have a whole lot of ammo to work with here. And just keep taking everything as we go. Keep going up. And up top is to be absolute insanity, so definitely best to heal. As you can see there, that's our quick menu that we can use to jab ourselves with stim patch. Get the guy that's trying to sucker punch us from behind. And now, we've got two more. So, this is, I think, the big leader, supposedly. Unfortunately for big leader, we've got VATS. Off with you. And now we go ahead and get the coward back there. You can go too. Thank you, sir. Don't come again. We won't miss you. So, we do like the stuff, though. Always like the stuff. At this point, I think we're good, unless Preston's got any other ones he wants to shoot at for us. Because again, he is the perfect way to tell us if there's still enemies left. And I think we're good. Let's go on in.
Man, I don't know who you are, but your timing's impeccable. Preston Garvey, Commonwealth Minutemen.
Maybe? Nope. Glad to help.
Well, if that's true, we could use some more goodwill. As you can see, we're in a bit of a mess here.
Nah, that ain't.
Who are these people?
Just folks looking for a new home, a fresh start. I've been with them since Quincy. Lexington looked good for a while, but the ghouls drove us out of there. A month ago, there were 20 of us. Yesterday, there were 8. Now we're 5. It's just me, the Longs, Marcy and June. That's old Mama Murphy on the couch. And this here is Sturges.
Hey.
Sorry. Sounds rough.
Thanks.
Maybe.
It's good to meet someone who really cares. Anyway, we figured Concord would be a safe place to settle. Those raiders proved us wrong. Sturges. Tell him.
There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof. Old school. Pre-war. You might have seen it. Well, looks like one of its passengers left behind a seriously sweet goodie. We're talking a full suit of cherry T-45 power armor. Military issue.
That's some serious protection.
Oh, it gets better. Get the suit. You can rip the minigun right off the vertibird. Do that, and those raiders get an express ticket to hell. You dig?
Minigun. Now we're talking.
I know, right? Only there's one hitch. The suit's out of juice. Probably been dry for 100 years. It can be powered up again. But we're a bit stuck.
I'll help if I can.
What you'll need is an old pre-war FC, a standardized fusion core, your high-grade, long-term nuclear battery used by the military and some companies way back when. And we know right where to find one.
But we can't get to the damn thing. It's down in the basement, locked behind a security gate. Look, I fix stuff. I tinker. Bypassing security ain't exactly my forte. You could give it a shot.
Actually, I already grabbed the fusion core. We're set.
Well, all right. Maybe our luck's finally turning around. Once you jack the core into the power armor and grab that minigun, those raiders will know they picked the wrong fight. Good luck.
All right, and that is exactly why we get the fusion core on our way up. Just bypasses all of that. As you can see, there's our very first bobblehead of the game, and this is the perception bobblehead. Now check your stats, and you'll see this is why I maxed it out to 10, because it's the very first bobblehead you get. Now, the bobbleheads increase your special stats by 1. Notice, if it's maxed out, you can actually go above the max. Now with a perception of 11. So always make sure when you do pick up a special bobblehead that you wait until the stat is maxed out before picking it up. That way you can get 11s in all stats. So, just as we talked about, there is our power armor. You need a fusion core to operate them, because the power armor in this game is just that broken, literally. You can haul more, you can travel anywhere, you're immune to the glowing sea, more or less. This is just overpowered overkill. And just to show how overpowered we are, they're going to throw an overpowered enemy at us right off the bat.
Give me that.
But first, let's clean up the grunt crew back here. Gristle, I don't even know why they gave you a name, because we're not even talking to you. Just get the heck out. You and your boys are done here. We've got bigger things going on, like explosions and enemies that we definitely are nowhere near prepared for right at the beginning of the game. What are those enemies? Don't worry, he should be coming any moment now. If you see the skull by their name, it means get the heck away. You're not equipped to deal with it. And obviously, we are nowhere near ready to deal with a flipping Deathclaw. I thought that was always one of the most iconic things of the game, and these just scratch the absolute bejesus out of us. Just like that. Run the heck away. We are not equipped to deal with this, and just get him out of here. Thank goodness Dogmeat is immortal, or we would unleash the holy wrath of God on you. Kinda like we're doing now. You know, it annoys the bejesus out of us anytime someone goes after our dog. Thank you, sir. Go away. And just like that, the Deathclaw is down. As you can see, Preston's been helping us from up there. And don't worry about Dogmeat. Like I said, he can't be wiped out. All that ends up happening is he will just go into this damaged state like this. Just use a stim pack on him and he's as good as new. If you leave him in that damaged state for too long, he will actually respawn back to the last settlement you had him at. So, now that we've got all this taken care of, I think we're finally good. Unless there's still someone else. Yep, look down there on that bottom screen. See those 2 red bars? That is the last 2 enemy locations, and this is why we have a perception of 11, the highest you can get it, because literally we can see enemies anywhere, even remotely near us. So sorry, y'all got exposed. Get the heck out. This city is ours. And just like that, we can finally regroup with Preston and see what this whole ragtag group's all about.
You okay? I'm fine, Preston. Quit fussing.
Hi.
That was a pretty amazing display. I'm just glad you are on our side.
You guys gonna be okay now?
Yeah, for a while anyway. We can at least move someplace safer. Listen, when we first met, you said you were glad to help. Well, you did. And we owe you our lives. So here. It ain't much, but it's the best way I can say thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Well, since you say that, maybe you'll come to Sanctuary with us. We could use your help getting settled there.
All right, Garvey. I'm in.
Oh, that's wonderful. But there's more to your destiny, isn't there? I've seen it, and I know your pain.
Okay, I'm listening.
You're a man out of time, out of hope. But all's not lost. I can feel your son's energy. He's alive.
I'm listening.
Look, kid, I know how I sound. The sight, it's weird. And it ain't always clear. But your son's out there. And even I don't need the sight to tell you where you should start looking. The great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Diamond City. The biggest settlement around.
What's in Diamond City? Is Sean there?
Look, kid, I'm tired now. Maybe you'll bring me some chems later. The sight will paint a clearer picture.
No, Mama Murphy, we talked about this. That junk. It's gonna kill you.
Ah, shush, Preston. We're all gonna die eventually. We're gonna need the sight. And our new friend here, he's gonna need it too. Now let's get going. Sanctuary awaits.
All right, folks. Thanks to our friend here, it's safe to move out. We're heading for that place Mama Murphy knows about. Sanctuary. It's not far.
Alright, so there are many different ways you can tackle this whole scenario. You could actually stay with them and travel together just to protect them, but they're going to be okay even if you don't. They're actually in more danger if you travel with them. But if I remember correctly, all of them are considered essential right now in the game, so none of them can actually be killed. They just enter the pain state just like Dogmeat did, and they'll eventually stand back up. As for us, we are heading back to Red Rocket. And one thing that you do notice is with our power armor suit, we can run in it, but there is a major disadvantage to doing that. As you see, Dogmeat's heading with us, and again, he's trying to run away from us when we try to ask him something. Gosh darn it, Dogmeat, that means there's something nearby, and there it is, yep. So just know, anytime that your dog ignores your commands, there's a good reason for it. There's probably something trying to kill you. So, Bloodbug out of here, and now let's go on up. This is one of the few buildings we can actually go inside, and it's a little bit of a free makeshift base. So turn our flashlight on, and there is actually items that you can give the dog. Not the ashtray, obviously. So you can give him goggles, and you can also give him bandanas. I believe you can give him a hat. I know you can give Codsworth a hat. And there's our baseball bat, just so we have a melee weapon. Probably never, ever in a million years use it. And there's the Nuka-Cola Quantum. Very, very rare in this game. So, with all that taken care of, let's go ahead and head back toward Red Rocket, because there is one thing I want to do just to set ourselves up for success with the upcoming quests. So we want to go on up and actually pull out everything from Red Rocket. We want to take all of our items back out because we're not using the base yet, and we're going to need everything together in Sanctuary to get through the upcoming parts. So at this point, we are on a clean out mission. As you noticed, anytime we were running in power armor, it quickly drains the fusion core, so that is something you have to deal with. Now, obviously we're going to be over encumbered now that we have everything in the workshop's inventory on us. So I am not going to torment you by the slow walk pack. I'll just skip ahead. And now,
Here.
as you can see, we can't run. We can't do much of anything but slowly meander toward our destination. And as you can see here, we can actually trade items with Dogmeat. This is why you can lay a bunch of items in his inventory if you need space. But if you give him the bandana, then go to his inventory, you can press triangle to equip it. And just like that, he's got himself a red bandana. Kind of reminds you of Minecraft, where you can change the tamed wolf or the dog's collar, dyeing it different colors. So neat that they allow you to do that. And thankfully, we don't have too far to go into Sanctuary here. We just have to get ourselves to the workshop, and as soon as we're there, we can dump everything. But as you can see, our fusion core is about to run out. And the problem is, when the fusion core runs out and you don't have any backups to put in automatically, as you see our number there is 00, then your power armor will stop dead in its tracks and you'll actually get kicked out of it. So, be very careful, because fusion cores are a rare commodity. This was just to show you the different mechanics of it. And plus, this power armor suit's damaged to heck and back anyway. It's missing a right leg entirely, and the left arm's pretty much destroyed. So, it did its purpose. That's about all we could expect it to do. At this point, just throw it by the power armor station. And for aesthetics, as you see here, we can put things in the station if we want to. It's really pointless to, unless there's fusion cores or something you want to hold in there. But you notice it doesn't go on the rack until you actually use the station. Now the power armor's on the rack and not just sitting there for someone to take. However, I believe even like this, characters can still jump in your power armor, so always a good idea to remove the fusion core so that they can't take off with it. And just like this, dump all of our junk, and finally we can move again. Literally just in time for Preston and his group to show up.
Hey there. I'm glad you decided to come with us. I should have listened to Mama Murphy all along. Pretty nice place she's found for us. I think we could settle down here. Make it a place to call home. What do you think?
Yeah. I used to like living here. Before the war.
What do you mean? Before what war? Are you saying...
I lived here over 200 years ago. I was frozen or something for most of it. Just woke up a little while ago.
Damn. Like one of those old pre-war ghouls. You say you were frozen. Anybody else make it out with you?
My son. Somebody took him away while I was still trapped. I've been looking for him.
Damn. I'm sorry. I hope you find him. Let me know if there's any way I can help. Anyway, I am glad you're here. And I hope you don't mind, but I've got another favor to ask. I've had word from a settlement asking for help. There's still hope in there are Minutemen out there somewhere. The only chance to start rebuilding the Minutemen is to show people that they can count on us when they need us. Trouble is, I've got my hands full here. Do you think you could go help out the settlement?
I'd be glad to help.
That's fantastic. The Minutemen could use more people like you. By the way, if you want to help out around here at all, talk to Sturges. I'm sure he'd be glad for all the help he can get.
Anyone who has done the Minuteman quests understand just how many of the Minuteman quests there are, and Preston Garvey has literally been a meme to the community ever since. But personally, I like them. So, let's go ahead and use our other level up so many different ways we can, but I do want Gun Nut. And Gun Nut is going to go under Intelligence, as you can see, level 3 here. That way we can actually modify our weapons and make them better. At this point, we want to go ahead and find Sturges, just so we can get the basics of the town building going, so that I can actually build up Sanctuary off camera. So, at this point, to do that, go in your Pip-Boy over to Data, Quests, and take whatever's on there off, and we want to go to Miscellaneous. It's the only one we have. Talk to Sturges. As long as that is checked, as you can see there, at the bottom of the screen, down on our compass, it'll actually lead us straight to him, so we don't have to wonder where he is.
You willing to do some work?
I love work. I can sit and watch it all day.
Well, for starters, we could use some real beds. We've been sleeping on the ground for too long.
Do I look like a carpenter to you?
I don't know what you look like. You said you were willing to help. Making beds is what we need help with.
I'd be glad to help.
Okay. Good deal. Just make sure we can sleep with a roof over our heads. Some of these old houses still look solid enough to do the trick. There's a workbench over there you can use. Give me a holler if you need anything.
Alright, and as you see now, the only thing we have to do is build a bed for each person in the community. So, when you pull up your workshop menu, we are definitely not using our house to do this with. So, over here, and again, it's the middle button, just press and hold it to enter the workshop menu. Once you get there, we'll actually see on the top of the screen, there are 5 people in the community, so we need to make 5 beds. And like I said, I am to build up the town off camera, so right now I'm just going to throw the beds anywhere and everywhere, but as you can see here, all the different options you have, you can build just about anything to your heart's desire. It is crazy the amount of things you can build in this game, and I absolutely love it. It's like a much more detailed, cooler version at times of Minecraft with some of the things you can do and get away with. Neon signs and everything. So as you see, beds is under furniture there, and we just want to put them anywhere because we just want to complete this and move forward. So just drop it. Come on. As you see, if it can't be placed, it'll be red. If it can, it'll be green. You can tilt it, rotate it, push it, pull it, anything you need to do. And at this point, we're just going to throw 2 up and down there. These do need to be inside, at least, for what he's requesting. Technically, I could just throw them on the floor somewhere. As you can see, you can also lift the bed up in the air if you wanted to put the bed on the roof to really troll someone. And just like that, let's throw it there. And we need, what, 1, 2 more? There's 1. And just throw the other one out here just to make them trip over because we don't care at the moment. And just like that, that's done.
Hey, do you have a moment? I wanted to thank you.
I like it.
For helping us
Having
out
a place
Concord.
to sleep will improve everyone's spirits.
If only we'd
What
run
we
into
need
you
now
sooner.
is a reliable source of clean water.
I'm on it. Clean water coming up.
Great. Thanks again.
You're tired.
And at this point, there's many different ways you can do the water. Water is one of the most essential things you need in all of your settlements. Now, you can do a water purifier to really amp up the amount of water that they have, but I'm not going to get into generators until we have to. So at this point, let's just do a water pump. It's quick, it's simple, and doesn't take very many resources. So, to make it somewhat visually aesthetic for now, let's just go ahead and put it right beside the walking path so anyone walking by can use it and not get tangled up with where we need to be. As you see, the water is still in red, so we don't have enough water for the people. So let's just put 1 more over here somewhere on this walk path. One way or another, there shall be water. And just like that, as you can see, the water is green now, so we are good to proceed. Back to Sturges yet again.
Sturges.
I feel better already, knowing we have a reliable supply of clean water. I hope you don't mind me asking for some more help, but our food supplies are running.
Sure.
If we're gonna settle here,
Now this is the one that's going to get us because we have not been prioritizing food at all yet. But as you can see, we do have a few crops here to work with from the beginning. Now food is going to be under your resources tab again, just like water. As you can see, there's a multitude of things you can plant, a lot of the things that you pick. But as you see, we don't have anything. So we can go ahead and pick the melons here and the gourds that we have right there. Hidden in the corner, and those we can immediately replant just to make something, just to show you how interconnected these are. So again, we pick the melons, we pick the gourds, and right there we can now plant the gourd that we just picked, and over here we can plant the melons that we just picked. So you can literally recycle it just like that. As you can see here, it does have to be over a patch of grass somewhere. And it can be very finicky because it can't be like suspended in the air, on a hill, on a rock, on a tree, on a plane. It can't. So many restrictions to it, but as you see, we just don't have enough. So let's skip ahead and let's go ahead and say hey to June Long.
No one wants to see a grown man feeling sorry for himself. Huh?
I just need to trade gear with you.
And one thing you can notice here is we can trade gear with the people, and we can also assign them to things. If we go into workshop mode, we can click command, and we can click them on a crop, and now he is going to be assigned to those crops. And if you look at him again, it does say his resources is food, and it will show which resource he's connected to. So that way you can have the different settlers making the food and working the farms, working defense. If you have stations set up, you can have them run between settlements with our local leader perk. As soon as we recruit people, you cannot use named people like these to run between settlements. So local leader still has to wait for another day, but it's not going to be waiting much longer. So at this point we have pretty much all of our items here in one spot. That's why I wanted to go ahead and get everything put together, because like I said off camera, I am to go ahead and build out as much of Sanctuary as I can for now that we finally have our first official settlement underway. And just like that, as you can see, armor, weapons workshops, this is the perfect time to focus on all of this stuff before adventuring further, because Diamond City is very tough once you start getting into that entire story quest, and there are a lot of smaller areas around Sanctuary that can get us extremely good items moving forward. So now that we get this base established, there's going to be a ton of adventures coming up as we clear out the Northwest. So thanks for joining, everyone, and we will see you back next time with our Fallout 4 series. Please make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe so more people can see our videos. Take care, everyone.